Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to fix a SteamVR Error 215. Okay, let's dive right into it. The first thing you want to do is, of course, make sure that all the cables are properly connected. You'd be surprised to learn how many issues are solved by faulty cables. If you're using USB 3.0 ports, try switching to different ports to rule out port-specific issues. The next thing you want to do, of course, is to restart your SteamVR and your PC. I'm sure you know how to do that, so I'm not going to explain. And of course, you want to update the drivers. I'm not going to go too much into that, but you should have NVIDIA app installed. And you should click here to click on install newest drivers. Okay, the next thing you want to do is make sure that SteamVR, the app, is updated. So you want to right click on it, go to properties. In the updates tab, you want to click on immediately download updates, okay? One thing you might want to try if you're running into this error is to participate in the beta for SteamVR. That is a different version of SteamVR and it might come with different problems, but it also might fix this particular issue. Okay, the next thing you want to do is within SteamVR, I don't have a headset connected so I can't show you, but you want to open SteamVR, go to settings, navigate to reset in the settings menu, click on remove all SteamVR USB devices, then physically unplug your VR headset, wait 30 seconds, plug it back in, and Windows should reinstall the drivers, and that might fix it. The next thing you want to try is to verify integrity of these. So right click on properties, go to installed files, click on verify integrity of tool files and see if that works. The next thing you want to try is to check BIOS and UEFI settings for USB. So again, I can't show this to you, but you want to enter your BIOS. Usually it's holding down the delete key, F2 or F12 keys. Look for USB settings, particularly related to USB 3.0, and make sure that they're enabled for the ports you're using. This is very important. Also, consider disabling USB legacy support if it's enabled. This can sometimes interfere with VR hardware. Okay, now just to rule out any kind of firewall issues, you want to click on Windows settings with Windows I. From here, go to network and internet, and from here you should be able to see if you're connected to Ethernet or through Wi-Fi. You should be able to look at it. I'm connected through Ethernet, and you might want to consider changing this to private because this seems to fix a lot of issues related to VR for whatever reason. Okay, the next thing you want to do is run this game in compatibility mode. So how do you do that? You want to open the File Explorer by clicking on this icon. Go to C, the very top drive. From here, there's Program Files. From here, scroll down until you see Steam. Click on that. From here, go to Steam Apps. From here, go to Common. Then from here, go to SteamVR. From here, go to Bin. Win64. Of course, if you're on a 32-bit version of Windows, go to Win32 instead. But I'm on 64-bit, so go to Win64. And here, you're going to see a couple of different files. You want to find a file called vrserver.exe. Here it is. Okay, so you want to run this program in compatibility mode. So you want to right click on this, hit properties. You'll see a tab here that says compatibility. Click on that and you will see compatibility mode right here. Run this program in compatibility mode. You want to click on this and try running it in a version of Windows 7 or Windows 8. It doesn't matter if you're not on Windows 7 or Windows 8, give it a try because this does fix the issue for some people, especially if you're on a version of Windows that's earlier than Windows 10. The next thing you want to try is to update your BIOS. So you want to make sure, again, go into BIOS mode and make sure your BIOS is up to date, because if you're on a very old version of Windows or on an old laptop, and if you don't update your BIOS, your USB ports simply don't support VR. They're too old. And so you need to make sure that is possible. And of course, the last step, make sure the hardware itself is not faulty. So you want to connect your VR hardware to another PC to see if the error persists, and this will determine if it's a hardware issue or not.